So this is a video documentary of me putting the ladder rack, truck ladder rack onto my Tundra. And what I want to do is I still want to keep my camper, so I'm trying to figure out a way of to encircle the camper with my truck rack like this. So what I need to do is I need to cut this off, modify this, the base here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld it, extend it over to this side. So the base here, this part, will start from here. That way it'll fit that, because if you look at here, it's actually about an inch far away. So that's what I need to do, and this is how I want it to be. I want it to be utilitarian. So now, because I want to make modification to it, I want to make it so that the ladder rack sits on top of surrounds the camper like that. I have to move this base right here out this way. So I'm gonna move. So now, because I've cut this part from here, okay, I'm gonna move it this way. I'm gonna extend about an inch, and it's gonna sit like that. Okay, so to modify the bracket, this is what I did. You have to, I've clamped this here on my toolbox. I'm gonna sand this off so that I could have a nice contact for welding. I'm gonna put this plate right here over it like so, like that, right? And I'm gonna weld it. I'm gonna weld it onto the plate here, the bracket here. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna sit this thing on top of here like that. And this is how this plate is gonna go. It's gonna go like this, and then this plate is gonna go like that. I'm gonna weld this, or this plate to this plate, and this bracket to that bracket. So in order for me to do that, I have to grind this. Wear your goggles. I have glasses. So this plate is going to go like this. So now I'm going to have to grind this plate and prepare it for welding as well. This is so that you have metal to metal contact for better welding. You notice I'm not grinding this part off because I'm not welding that butt. But wherever I'm grinding, that's where I'm going to be welding. It's going to go like that. Now I'm going to prepare this area, and it's going to go like this. So now this bracket goes, this bracket that I prepared, well, this plate goes onto that bracket. It's going to go like this. So I'm going to crack weld this here. tack weld it here. And there. Okay, so then I'm going to have to weld this butt right here. Okay. So that's good enough for me. It won't come off, even if there was an earthquake. Okay, so now I'm going to have to measure this part, because this is supposed to be 1 inch. So I'm going to measure this part. I'm going to move this bracket here, like I told you, like I showed earlier. It's going to be 1 inch away from the original bracket, which is this part. So this plate here adds strength to it. So I'm going to tack weld this together first before I go on. So that's how I do it. Now I'm going to weld this part, weld this part, weld this part, and then flip this over, weld the bottom here, weld the bottom here. And that's how I do this bracket. So that's that. It's almost ready. I need to do the underside. And once I'm done, I'm gonna paint this. So basically, I'm gonna have to weld this part right here and weld this part right here. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to do this part now. Okay, this part's done too. So I have to grind this off because I want to paint this black again. Okay, so that's how I do my bracket. So now wait for this to cool down, and then I'm gonna have to paint this so that it won't rust. It's protected from the weather. So that's the finished product, and I had to grind this off to prepare for painting. Okay, so it goes in like that. Okay, it goes in like that. This part sits flush underneath there, and this part goes here. As you can see, this one is for over here. So this one's ready to go too. And I've already, this is actually my third piece that I've done. Okay, this is my fourth piece right here. And this one is ready to be installed. Okay, so we're mounting the custom-made bracket, and Yi is helping me. And so what we're doing is these are tire tube for bicycles. So I figure it acts like a barrier and an insulation between metal and paint, and it goes like this, like that. This is so that the metal here will not will not eat into the paint here, the bed paint or the paint of the truck here, and at the same time it provides an insulation and a cushion barrier between the bed of the truck and the metal here. So that's how it goes on, and that's how we're doing on every single one of them here. Okay, so this is like a mock-up installation here, and so this is what we have to do. We're gonna have to trim this a little bit here so that this will set down, and that goes with everything right here. And as you can see here, this is how we're planning to do this here. So yeah. Okay, so now we have the camper onto the truck, and this is what we have to do. We have to cut this out so that the camper will go into the truck bed, because now we have the brackets for that thing installed in here. So now we're gonna have to cut this out, the side rails here, so that the camper will fit. But the problem that we encountered is that we have a problem, Houston, and that because this bracket is thick, see, it's about a finger. So being on a tight budget, what we use to seal this part is water hose. High tech, yeah. Brought to you by Yiti's idea. Okay, so when we squish this in here, it's a perfect fit. So that's what we do. We're gonna be doing, because that's what we did on this side. We used water hose. See, you can see the water hose here as a insulation. So there's water hose going under here, water hose going under there, and water hose going to be going under here as an insulation. So yeah, fun. Okay, so this is the finished product of my truck, the zombie slayer truck, or the bug out truck, and those are the brackets that I was making, the two here this morning. And yep, thanks to Yi. He helped me assemble it.